Okay, so we will now load the user profile pictures. So we're coming back to our Xcode, and here we'll write a new variable which will be avas, and this will be of type UI images, like this, or just like that, it's fine. Okay, we are now coming to the protocol, which is cell for row at index path. That is the one, what we've been now programming, and here we are writing the logic if posts dot count are not equals to avas dot count, then we want to download the avas. And here we're writing URL session, open the round brackets, here select the function with the data task. That is the one. Okay, so we are running URL session with the configuration, and here we'll write URL session configuration, which is dot default. Then here we put dot data task with the URL and the completion handler. Data task with the URL and completion handler. Here URL will be URL to load the AVA. So that is the value URL. Here I'll write the comment AVA's logic. So first we need to access AVA. AVA URL equals to posts, open and close square brackets, index path dot row, then exclamation mark, and then square brackets again, and we write ava, and we cast it as being a string. So actually this will be ava string, and we need to convert it now to be a URL. So then we'll write let ava URL equals to URL, open the round bracket, select the method with the string, and write your ava string. And here we'll write ava URL, completion handler data for data, response for response, error for error. And one more thing, if you remember, and for any loading any URL session, we must resume the session. Here we'll write resume. Here don't forget to put exclamation mark to force downcasted. Okay, and so here we'll write if data is not nil, or let's say if error is not nil, then return. Otherwise, let's load the ava. If let image equals to UI image, open the round bracket, select the method with the data, which we are here having data, and open the round bracket right here for self avas dot append image. Okay, so here we have loaded the image. We have loaded the ava, and after we have loaded this, we need to show it back to the user. So we want to show it in the background thread. Dispatch queue.main.asynchronously. Here we will write cell.ava image view.image equals to the image. Very good. And let's say if ava error is not nil, so then here we need, while downloading the ava there is some error, at least we must show some placeholder in this. So what we will do, we'll write here if let image equals to UI image, open the round bracket, select the function with a named, and we want user.png. This is a placeholder for the profile picture. Open curly brackets. Here let's append it, self.avas.append new element, which will be an image. And here we want to show it back to the user. Dispatch queue.main.asynchronously. And here we want to show it in ava image view dot image equals image we have loaded. So this is one of the logic, and then this is when it got failed done loading. This is failed done loading. Assign placeholder. Assign placeholder, and here is downloaded. Okay, and let's say if posts are equal to avas, then here we want to means all the avas are loaded. So here we want to show the here a placeholder or the cached one, and here we'll write cell.ava image view dot image equals to self.ava avas, then in the square brackets index path dot row, the one which got cached ava. If there are still avas to be loaded. Okay, here we go. So we have here a profile picture showing there. So as per the Facebook, we must make it round. For that one, we will go to the pick cell, and here we'll write ava image view dot layer dot corner radius equals to ava image view dot frame width divided by 2, and ava image view clips to bounds equals true. So this is rounded corners. Excellent. So we have got it. Okay, the same we must do for the pick cell. We are putting this in awake from nib class. Okay, so we have got it. Now we gonna and one more thing, by the way, we're going back to home VC, and I would like here to put some printouts. This is printed assigned. Here will be print out loaded, and here will be print out cached, means the image cached. So when it will fail to load the image, it will assign the image automatically by the logic. If it will be loaded, it will load it, and if all the images are loaded, then it will cache it. Okay, and so we are done with the no-pick cell configuration. So you see it got loaded. So it's getting cached now. Okay, so we will now write the logic here in the picture in the cell here in else statement. Okay, first we will declare, or we are here accessing. Here we're accessing the cell in main sorter board, the relevant one. What we can do, guys, here is the same logic. What we have wrote here, we will just simply download it, including even avas. We'll just simply copy this. We'll just copy that one, and that we'll just place it here. Everything. The only changes will be here. We'll access not picture cell. We'll access not no pick cell. We'll access pick cell, and here we'll cast it as a pick cell. Excellent. So we can now build and run it. And yeah, it must be shown here, by the way. Here is a pixel, here is pixel, and finally, yeah, we forgot to return here cell, return cell. Put it must be there before you come out from this closure. We must return cell. Here we go. Okay, so you see here 3 times Ava got loaded. 1, 2, 3. And whatever is there now, it will be always cached. It will not load it because we already loaded the image. So this is how we create a caching function, which is really unbelievable. Okay, so now there is we need to download the image to be shown here. Actually, to be honest with you, we could have made this logic using on the one prototype cell, but my way was just to teach you how we can use a different prototype cells at the same time. Okay, so the only remaining part here will be to download the images. So to download the pictures of the post, it is the same logic what we've done with the AVAs. So we can simply copy the AVA logic here, right here, if post.count. That is the one till the second closure. This is the block of code. Be careful. So I copy this. I will make here 2 breaks and I will paste it here. Okay, first I will go to the top of the pasted function, that is the one, and we'll do a minor changes here. So here we have created, we must create one more variable, which is a pictures equals UI image open and close round bracket. Okay, this will store the pictures of the AVAs. We're now coming back to this cell, that is the one, pixel, and we're going to the pictures logic, and we are, if there are still pictures to be loaded, and we're right, if number of posts are not equal to the number of pictures dot count, then we want to execute the following. So be very careful here. The first change we change here in the if statement, we replace AVAs with a picture. Then the second change here in this line, AVAs will replace it by pictures. Then here, the third change, AVA image view, will replace it by picture image view. Then fourth change, in this line we append it to the pictures. Then fifth change, here AVA image view, we change to picture image view. And the sixth change here, we change it picture image view, and seventh change here we change to the pictures, and the eighth change here we'll write cached picture. So here, just to make some difference between the pictures and the AVAs, we can print out, for the printout we can write here AVA assigned, AVA loaded, and here AVA cached. The same will be here. This is for the AVA assigned, AVA loaded, AVA cached. And we're going now to the pictures. One more thing which we need to do. We forgot these 2 lines. Copy these 2 lines and post it for the picture logic here. Here we replace it with the picture string, and that one we change it to picture URL. Here we, instead of AVA, we are accessing picture. And here, instead of AVA string, we replace it with the picture string. And the last change here, instead of AVA URL, we'll write picture URL. Okay, excellent. And yeah, here in printout, I'll write pic assigned, here pic loaded, which says for the picture cached. And now this return, we can delete it. Okay, we'll now build and run our project. And here we go. Everything works fine, but here is, I have noticed in one bag here. Let's rebuild and work on this. It's showing one picture, then the picture gets changed. Okay, we'll now try to work out on this bag and find out what's actually the reason. Yeah, it is super obvious. The thing is that whenever we, let's say, loaded the cell without the picture, still we need to append an empty space to the array of the pictures. So we're coming back here. Here we'll write picture logic. We're coming back, guys, to the no pixel no pixel if statement. That is the one. This statement. We're coming back here. Picture URL dot is empty, and here at the end we'll write pictures dot append and append an empty image view. So means there are no pictures to be shown, but still we need to fill a gap. Okay, now everything works fine. How we can track it? So this is the second post. We'll just find my second post, that is the one, and the picture, that is the URL for the picture. So we can now load it. That is the right image. And then hello there post, it has, that is the post, hello there, and it has a flower on this. That is the one. And here we go. So everything now working very well. So that is really unbelievable, guys. This is how we can work on it, and this is really something really wow. So that is really cool. Okay, what we can do also, we can go to main storyboard. You can play with the way pictures are shown. You can write just aspect fit. It will just try to fit in it the picture. And it will show the picture in this way, which is also really amazing. And what we can do, we can ask we can ask it to keep the same width and height. And it will try to keep it. And here we can use scale to fill. And everything works very well, guys. So this is the main logic, guys, of building the way to show the post, to show it to the user. This is how the Facebook was developed. Yes, in my another course, where we create an Instagram clone, we go very deeply to the hashtags and mentioning the user, sending the private messages. We are going more deeper than in this course. And so that is really amazing, guys. We are now able to upload the posts and we are able to show them to the users. This is outstanding, guys. Good job.